My check. All right. Oh, today I lost $491. I'm pretty sure. Um, Not bad loss though. Let's get into it. So overall bias, pretty simple. London didn't manipulate anything towards the downside. Asian didn't do anything towards the downside. We just pushed up from this gap more. Really just looking for some sort of reversal to the downside. So overall was pretty bearish. Uh, Still obviously looking for whatever the market gives us. So five, one, two, three, four, five. Going as the market open. We instantly get an up candle and instantly form an S&T. So I'm like, wow, wow, wow. Let me just say it from here. Doesn't really matter. So we get that. We didn't really hit any key levels yet, but I was more than willing to look at something. On the 15-minute, looking back at this now, this gap already got tapped into. But I don't know if I really count that. I mean, still count as a confluence because this is already we already respected this gap, and the fact that we're respecting it again shows that it's a level of resistance. I feel like so I still count it as a confluence. Um, so we get that. No, well, we also inverse this gap. Yeah, maybe that was my other 5-minute confluence that we ended up this gap. There's no, there's no gap. Maybe there's a 15-minute gap. Am I tweaking? No. All right. Well, still had both my confidences. There's a gap up here, and I got mixed up. There's one on MES, but not MEQ. So we get that. What time was it? 9:30. I wasn't really willing to take a trade that early. Price then dumps. So I ended up getting a retrace, but price then made another S&T. So now we got multiple S&Ts. I'm like, well, we didn't go up again. And now with that, the 15-minute closed with a bullish S&T. So I'm going to take the higher time frame S&T, as you can see, and use that. So now I'm looking for longs. We close. So now I'm going to the 1-minute. The only thing that and this is where I think I went wrong. I entered off the 15-minute close and just entered in around here when I should have waited for some retrace, especially with here. Like, where is my stop loss gonna be? Down here at this fair value gap, all the way down here. I mean, if it's here, it's not a 1-to-1. So I should have waited for maybe equilibrium or this gap. If it came down this gap, I don't think it was gonna hit um, to get filled. I ended up entering and hit my TP, but wasn't up much, and price decided to come right back down. So something I learned there, although I did follow my rules. A new rule is that I will not be entering unless it's at least a 1-to-1. Because if it's 1-to-1, I can trail my stop to break even after it hits first TP. But then like I can't even move my stop anywhere after it hits this. So lesson learned there. Not mad about it because I did, and I also lost more today because I increase my risk with it being later in the month for the funded. I think it makes more sense to just start risking more because I'm going to have to pay the monthly fee. And if I'm around break even, there's no reason to reset. I might as well be like down another 600 and have the opportunity to try to pass. So I was slightly more risky today as well. But that was a small loss because I realized the situation and exited once I saw this down candle. I was like, all right, I gotta get out of this. I think we inverse something. I was like, all right, we're getting out. So I limited some losses there. It could have been a lot worse. Uh, then something that I haven't really made a rule, but I do think I should start doing is just one trade because I've never had a day where I've made back my money, or if I do, it's only break even, and more often than not, you lose more. So I do, and after you lose the first trade, you're kind of just like, um, that trade is no matter what, it's there, and you want to make the money back subconsciously, even though you can still like. I just think it's just best to wait with the trade being still very, very close, or just still in your mind. It's just there. Like you're most likely trading because you lost, not because there's other confluences. Although my second trade, I still had a lot of confluence. With us taking that out, we then formed another S&T. I find when there's multiple S&Ts on a day, it's usually not that good of a day. I was not thinking of that. Like usually it gets pretty choppy. Um, so then I'm like, well, maybe we want to go lower. This is looking like bear central over here. Don't break structure. Continue S&T. Still don't break. Well, broke structure on this, but yeah, it was broke structure. But stay beneath these lows, and we can go down. Uh, Second confluence was MES. No, I'm tripping. There was a gap. All right. Yes, there was a gap. I knew I was not tripping. My second confluence was gap being respected. Oh my god! I got everything I need to enter. Um, I don't know exactly where I entered. Oh, yeah, I was in way before. Uh, I entered around here, and looking at this now, my stop was here, which should have been moved. And something that's been really annoying is Trade Abate, and like I hate moving it. I wish I could just connect to TradingView. And luckily, my friend said that we can link Trade Abate to TradingView, so this is gonna be a lot easier with stop loss and stuff. I could just move it. But realistically, my stop loss should have been up above this gap with targets um, down here. Uh, but instead of that, I end up getting stopped out with price being here, which looking at it now is very retarded. I might have entered on M and Q, which wouldn't make sense because the confluences weren't there. Hmm. No. So I ended up getting stopped out. But with TradingView coming, being linked to TradeAbate, stop loss will definitely be that won't be a problem anymore. Having to like calculating it's gonna be a lot easier. And so that won't be a problem anymore. But price then proceeds to chop, kind of dump. Ooh. And comes right back up. Oh, well, what if it TP? I didn't realize that. So, overall, first trade actually hit TP, but close for a small loss because it wasn't a 1-to-1. Second trade would have hit TP if I had correct stop loss, and maybe waited for some sort of retrace. And um, I'm not mad about either trades. Both had confluences and followed my rules. I can't. I just won't be mad about a losing day where I followed my rules. And today it was just refining my strategy. That's why I take losses when I follow my rules and I still lose. That's how I refine my strategy. And so, one rule I already told you was price is not 1-to-1. We will not be taking the trade. And on hourly, when we have both hourly things take or hourly liquidity taken out, it's usually a very choppy day, as one can tell. So I will not be trading when both TPs are taken out like that. So overall, not a bad day. Lost $491, but followed all my rules, and hopefully that wasn't laggy. That sucks if my camera was off this whole time. But overall, fine with today, and I think today I learned a lot. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and maybe I'm gonna be profitable.